everybody, and welcome to this edition of the Brockport Golden Eagles Sports Minute. I'm Andy Hyman. If you're wondering why I'm wearing a football jersey, it's because it's bowl season. No, not the ceramic bowl you were given that one Christmas. I mean football bowl season. For the first time since 2013, the Golden Eagle football squad was back in the postseason as they traveled down to Philadelphia for the matchup against the Washington and Jefferson Presidents in the 2016 ECAC Presidents Bowl. Let's give you some highlights. The game played at historic Franklin Field. Brockport opened up with a Brett Renzi field goal, but the Presidents responded with a touchdown to take the 7-3 lead. Brockport responds with a touchdown of their own as Joe Germinario hooks up with Dan Andrews on a sweet 11-yard touchdown pass. Brockport with the lead. Later on, it's Andrews, this time doing what he always does as he speeds through the defense to put Brockport up by 2 scores near the end of the first quarter. After a President's touchdown, Brockport strikes back with one of their own when, watch this, Dan Andrews bombs it to a wide-open Ian Gilhousen for the second quarter touchdown. Geez, this guy can really do anything, and Gilhousen had enough time to grab a cheesesteak and still make that catch. Brockport took the lead into the second half and scored partway through the third quarter off this great interception snag from Jake O'Connell. He raced down the field for his second pick six of the season and his team-leading 6th interception of the season. That game gave Brockport a 31-13 lead. But unfortunately, that's all Brockport could muster up the rest of the way. Fast forward to the fourth quarter. Presidents have chipped away and trailed by just 8 when quarterback Pete Coughlin connects with Jake Cullen for the 3-yard score. Tack on the 2-point conversion, and we got a tied game. Brockport now in position to try and win the game. Just under a minute left when, ouch, Germinario's pass is intercepted and the Presidents have the ball in Brockport territory. Just a few plays later, Coughlin rolls out and finds his man wide open, and the Presidents take the lead with just 25 seconds left in the game. One more shot for Brockport as Germinario dropped back and made a nice move, and the pass goes up, and it's caught, but it's short of the end zone, and Washington and Jefferson go on to win 38-31 over the Golden Eagles. Heartbreaking loss, but not all is lost, as running back and Rochester native Dan Andrews capped off his Brockport career with 5,001 yards rushing and 434 total points scored. He is the first Golden Eagle to reach the milestone of 5,000 career yards and 400 total points scored. To Dan and the whole squad, it was a pleasure getting to watch you guys compete game in and game out. And once again to the seniors, it was awesome watching you guys for the last 4 years, and you have a lot to be proud of. And with that, the fall sports season comes to a close, but unlike the weather, the winter sports season is heated up and now in full bore, so I think it's time to change jerseys. Because now it's officially hoop season, baby! Both the men's and women's squads played games this past week and both saw different results. We'll start with the ladies as they fell to RIT last Tuesday and then dropped both their games this weekend to D'Youville and Morrisville State as part of the Golden Eagle tip-off tournament. While they have yet to win, there are some positives as sophomore transfer Emily Nestler has seemed to find a good spot in the offense as she ranks 3rd on the team in points and leads the team with 27 rebounds and 11 blocks. The Golden Eagles get a sizable break as they will not play again until November 29th when they head over to the University of Rochester to take on the Yellow Jackets. As for the men, they open up their season on the road in Cleveland, Ohio as part of the Stephanie Jones Tubbs Memorial Tournament. Ah, the land of LeBron. The Golden Eagles found their inner Cavs by bullying over Hampden City and Case Western University this weekend to start 2-0. Clifton Lyerly channeled his inner LeBron James and led the team in scoring for both nights and has reached the 1,000-point mark for his career and was named a tournament MVP. The Golden Eagles will continue their road trip tonight as they will square off against St. Joseph's College, Long Island, that game at 5 p.m. Now to the pool where both men and women took on Oswego. It was the ladies who got it done as they won their 3rd straight match, while the men fell to the Lakers for their first loss of the season. The Golden Eagles will get themselves an ice break and will next compete on December 2nd when they travel to Fredonia as part of the 3-day Fredonia Invitational Tournament. Now let's hit the mat as the wrestling team traveled to Ithaca to compete on the New York State Championships. The Golden Eagles were only able to muster up one first-place finish as Jonathan Haas defeated Binghamton's Audie Ashkar by decision. Brockport will have a solid break before they travel down to York, Pennsylvania as part of the new standard invite. That takes place on December 3rd. And lastly, we'll hit the ice as the Golden Eagles hockey squad had a week off before they traveled down to Geneseo to take on the Knights. The Golden Eagles battled as much as they could, but ultimately lost 6-2 to drop their 3rd game of the season. Bright spot for the Eagles, though, as rookie Connor Hutchins netted his 3rd goal of the season. The Golden Eagles will head to Castleton University on November 25th and 26th for the Rutland Herald Invitational Tournament. Brockport will face off against Tufts University in the first round at 3:45 p.m. Well, folks, that's going to do it for me. But before we conclude, I'd just like to take a brief moment to recognize that this Thursday is Thanksgiving. Obviously, it's a great time for family, football, and eating lots of turkey, but it's also a great time to reflect on what we are truly thankful for. I'd just like to say I'm very thankful for my family, for my wonderful opportunities that have opened up in my life, and the wonderful friends and people who I met as a result. And to those who are working at home and abroad to keep us safe, I thank you as well. I'm also thankful for the wonderful athletics homepage, and you should be too. Go ahead and check it out for all the latest stats, stories, scores, and more on all of your favorite Brockport Golden Eagle sports. For the Brockport Golden Eagle Sports Minute, I'm Andy Hyman, and I hope you all have a safe and happy Thanksgiving.